What is good, everyone? Today I'm gonna be unboxing and taking a look at the Signstek EF to Sony E-mount adapter, also known as the Commlite adapter. Now this is the cheapest way to get autofocus with Sony full-frame cameras. Not only does it allow you to mount cheap Canon EF lenses, but it supports aperture control. The EXIF data, such as the aperture and focal length, are all recorded with the image. And if your lens has IS built in, then it will work alongside with the camera stabilization if available. Now this adapter will run you about $50 including shipping, which is amazing considering that you are effectively opening the door to use a lot of good cheap full-frame lenses with your Sony camera. Opening up the box, you have the instruction manual sheet, and also the adapter is tucked nicely in this foam cutout, which protects it during shipping. Now my first impressions are great. It feels pretty heavy, which shows that it's not just a cheap plastic. It looks better than what it costs. I love the finished paint outside, and especially the mount labels that are clearly marked all around. It makes it easy to mount your lens and also mount the adapter to the camera. Unfortunately, there is no USB port whatsoever found on this adapter, so future firmware updates are out of the question. On the other hand, the connection between the camera and the adapter is solid. There is no wiggle whatsoever. And even after hooking up my ultra-wide Sigma 15mm to 35mm, which is the heaviest lens I own, connection was great. Of course, this adapter should not be your first choice for good autofocus with your Sony camera. The obvious choice would be to get a Sony native lens, which are not cheap. So our next option is to adapt lenses. Now I used to shoot with the A7 Mark II paired with Sigma's MC11, and that was a pretty solid combo. But due to the lack of video quality of the A7 Mark II, I downgraded to the A7s. Now I got a video on my channel talking about that. But doing so, I lost a huge feature that the A7 Mark II had, and that is the face detection autofocus. A7s only uses contrast detect focus, which is a lot slower. And that is one of the main reasons I sold my Sigma MC11 adapter, because the lack of face detection greatly affected the MC11 focusing speed, therefore making it unpractical to keep it. Now for older Sony focus systems such as the A7s and the A7 Mark I, there is no clear advantage in focus speed and accuracy between the MC11 versus the Signstek adapter. And that's why I end up keeping the Signstek adapter instead. Now really, that is the only drawback to this adapter. The focusing speed is slow. It hunts back and forth a couple of times until finally nailing focus. But for landscape, architecture, and street photography, this is not a big issue. For video, on the other hand, autofocus doesn't work at all. It hunts even more. So I just stick with manual focus. And whenever I really need the autofocus, I switch the lens over to the Sony kit lens, the 28mm to 70mm kit lens, and yeah, that will do for now. Well, in conclusion, considering the price and the features you're getting with this adapter is worth the try. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Like and share the video if you found the video helpful. And like always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Hasta luego.